The debate on the 2012-2013 budget began in the lower house of Parliament on Monday. After perusing the document presented by Finance and Economy Minister, the Honorable Harold Lovell, under the theme Certainty, Confidence and Credibility on December 17, 2012, members of Parliament gave their views on policies and recommendations that have been outlined. Elisa Graham has been following this story.
The debate began with a response to the budget by Leader of the Opposition and representative from the St. John's City West constituency, Gaston Brown. In his presentation, Brown gave kudos to the UPP administration for rationalizing its expenditure, though he cited several areas of improvement. He also used the opportunity to highlight some of the programs that the Antigua Labour Party believes will be beneficial to stimulating economic growth. He speaks of plans to create a commercial hub between Heritage Quay and Point Wharf and outlines the benefits of this.
We will create a regional shopping hub in Antigua and Barbuda to compete with St. Martin. And this, Madam Speaker, will necessitate in the medium term in doing away with the duty, which, as we all know, is not WTO compatible and will have to be addressed at some point. Now, I want to emphasize here, Madam Speaker, that this is a medium-term strategy, one in which clearly we'll have to do some more work. We have to tweak it, but it is something that is actively under consideration to create opportunities for this country.
The ALP head adds that this will facilitate trading activities, which will contribute to the overall growth of the Twin Island states. Minister of Public Works and Member of Parliament for Barbuda, Trevor Walker, is happy with the plans and policies outlined in the budget designed towards reducing debt. He is also pleased with the allocated amount of $57 million for his ministry. In giving a breakdown, he says $10.24 million will go towards roadworks, which includes $7 million to the development in the West Palm Beach area, $1.8 million to the Golden Grove area, and $2.1 million to roadwork in areas surrounding the Cooks Estate. Walker says $2.5 million will go towards capital expenditure for new government vehicles. He also shared that come February 15, 49 government vehicles will be sold through a public auction and explains the rationale behind this move.
This public auction this time around is not exclusive to public servants. So you're going to have a public auction that is a real public auction to the citizenry of Antigua and Barbuda. All right? In the past, we kind of allowed public servants first to be involved, but this time we're saying we're going to dispose of about 49 government vehicles by public auctions in the middle of February. And Madam Speaker, we're doing that so that we can get to a position where the fleet becomes more efficient and more manageable. Because there's a lot of derelict vehicles, Madam Speaker, that sits at the motor pool, most of them at the motor pool now, that some of them just would not be back on the road because of certain situations with the government, and we decide this is what we have to do to deal with that situation, madam.
He says there's a high turnover and write-off rate for vehicles operated by police officers and called on the security department to take more care of their equipment. The Public Works Minister added that this year a greater attempt will be made to ensure that the force has the necessary amount of vehicles to perform its duties. Walker also spoke of intentions to develop a 3-year strategic plan from 2013 to 2016 in his ministry, which includes the relocation of some departments.
We're going to also, Madam Speaker, facilitate the relocation of some government departments. One, the Gender Affairs, Madam Speaker. Gender Affairs, Madam Speaker, we're going to move to the Ryan Building on Old Palm Road. I hope I'm getting that right. We're going to also move the Establishment Department, Madam Speaker. We're also moving the Bureau of Standards, the Teacher Training Department, Madam Speaker. And we are also going to move the Survey Department. Madam Speaker, we're also going to review and procure some new vehicles I mentioned about. We're going to resurface 10 miles of road. We're also going to construct at least 5 miles of new roads. We're going to upgrade the quarry equipment by purchasing a new quarry.
As part of this plan, construction has started for a brand new clinic in Barnes Hill. The Public Works Minister hopes this will be completed in the first quarter of the year. For ABS News, Elisa Graham reporting.